Welcome to World Local News. I'm your host, Freddy Valoy, and I'm here with my man, the very sexy, the very long-living Eternal, Greg Perlman. Greg, what did we hit him with today? We talked about Eternals. What else?
We talked about the Aaron Rodgers controversy.
I'm fucking lying out here.
Your boys QAnon are back.
QAnon is back, baby. Everything is cyclical. Let's party.
We gave a shout out to the future of health and wellness, our title sponsor, Oak Health Institute.
We got our first sponsor, bro. We're growing out here. Shout out to the Oak Health Institute.
We traveled to Hawaii to get a title sponsor. No, shout out to Oak Health Institute in downtown Raleigh. We've got a discount code for all of our followers. You're going to get 10% off your first visit.
Yep.
You can follow us on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram.
Yep.
You can find us at World Local News. You can find me at Greg Perlman, at G Perlman. Freddie, where can they find you?
We also talk about Jeff Bezos pulling a power move and tempting his woman.
That's a can't miss segment.
With Leonardo DiCaprio. Would you be able to pass that test? Follow me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Freddy Valoy. Guys, without any further ado, let's get into this episode.
Welcome to World Local News. Recording live from Raleigh, North Carolina, in front of no audience. World Local News, 80% news, 20% bullshit. You've got questions? So do we. Like my grandmother always says, don't knock it till you try it 8 times. I'm not wearing pants. World Local News. Everything is fucked. Let's get on with the show.
You know, Freddie, I think there's probably something that you don't know about me.
You like men?
Socially, yeah.
So, okay. All right.
I had a great dude hang this weekend, but that's not it.
Okay.
So I think that through the powers of medicine and technology, that I'm going to live forever.
Ooh, you really want to live forever?
So I think that through technology, we will be able to eventually transfer consciousness.
Yeah.
So I don't need to be in this body forever. As great of a body as it is, I mean, people are talking on the internet about it. They're saying it's like a top 6, possibly top 5 body in Raleigh right now.
Who did the rankings for that?
I think it was me.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my rankings. But I'm objective. You know what I mean? I'm not putting myself
objective.
at number 1.
Yeah.
But man, this weekend we got a little taste of the future. We got to go visit our first title sponsor for the World Local News podcast.
That's right. Oh, look at you setting it up.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
We got to go to the Oak Health Institute on 19 West Hargett Street here in downtown Raleigh. We're super excited to announce the partnership with them. And we got to go in and tour their facility.
Yeah.
And we got to try out one of their IV therapies.
Yeah, and it was great. I went in there with a hangover and left with no hangover, and I didn't even get the hangover cocktail.
We didn't even get it. So
I got some other shit. We got like B vitamins and NAD plus.
So yeah, we got their energy boost formula. So they have like 6 or 7 different custom formulas that they do in these IV therapies.
Yeah.
We got the energy boost one. So it's meant to like burn fat, raise your energy levels and boost metabolism. It's got like B1 and B3, B2, B5. I'm not reading it from the website. This is just memory.
You need those Bs.
You need that. Dude, you got to get triple Bs.
Yeah.
Quad Bs.
Get as many Bs as Thomas J had.
Now, what if there are bees in the trap?
There's always bees in the trap, and you just got to work around them. There's no, you don't really know. They're unpredictable.
Just get a beekeeper suit. No?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. So man, I mean, dude, this is the future.
Oh yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
The future of health and wellness. They what I loved about them is that they take a comprehensive approach. So like their approach to treatment focuses on serving their clients as individuals.
Yes.
Be really like personalizing the wellness, because they understand that getting older is inevitable, but feeling older is a choice. You know? And they really do a great job with all, like they did a great job with us, like walking us through what we were getting. And they want to be a strategic partner in people's health and wellness journeys. And I think that's just cool as hell. They do. Obviously, we got the vitamin infusions, but they do hormone replacement therapy. They do weight management, sexual health, hydration. I mean, like, it was an amazing facility. Like they had that gym space.
Yep.
Where they do
personal training,
like only 1 or 2 people per trainer. Like that's super cool. Blake, the PA that we worked with, I don't know if PA is the correct term. It was just my man Blake. He's just a cool ass dude.
Super knowledgeable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but so this is Monday night. We got it on Saturday afternoon. Like, I still feel amazing.
Yeah, I feel good. I would say this is one of my better Mondays in a long time.
Right? Like I woke up Sunday unfazed by the daylight savings time switch. And I woke up this morning, like, where I would normally be tired, I wasn't.
Yeah. And
like, we both eat pretty clean for the most part. We exercise.
Yep.
But man, I mean, this is the future. I'm going to go. We're going back. We got to go back.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely, I think, going to be more so popular. Like, it's going to be in people's routine for like health and wellness. You go to the gym, you get a massage, you get an IV drip a couple times a month or whatever your
100%
shit needs. So this is some cool stuff that I'm really, really excited to see more about in the future. So.
Yeah. And the great news is for World Local News, we have a promo code. So we're going to put that promo code in the comments and the links in our bio for all of our listeners. They're going to get 10% off.
Yep.
I mean, dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You only have to pay 9/10.
That's 10% off to get that IV, that drip.
Ooh, that drip.
Telling you.
I mean, dude, this is it. I'm going to live forever now.
I think you are, Greg. I think with these IV drips, I'm good on the living forever. I want to die at some point.
All right.
I want to die now, but
You want to die now?
No.
Oh, jeez. I was like, dude, I've got some big plans for these podcasts. We just got our first title sponsor. You want to go already?
I'd find my replacement.
All right. That's cool. But I'd want to do it. I'd want to do it like the Bachelor style. I'd want to like have like a rose ceremony.
Oh yeah, we'll put all the guys in a house and have it be like a like drama.
It could be a woman. It could be a they. I don't care.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I just want cream of the crop.
You would have a female co-host?
I think so.
Oof.
I don't see why not.
Ugh.
I don't know, man.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have to live with her.
Imagine if I was just like, wow, you really think women should be on the microphone, buddy?
Well, yeah. What are you, a soy boy?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, we really appreciate everything that Oak Health Institute is doing. Again, we're going to give our listeners 10% off of their first services. The promo code, we'll make sure you all get it. I already know 3 or 4 people that want to book services with them.
I know one.
I mean, dude,
go ahead. If anything, just go ahead and do it for us. Go ahead and book an appointment, spend some money there. So that way they're like, oh, wow, these guys are bringing in some business.
Can't keep a title sponsor unless you help them.
Yeah, we got to bring some businesses. So if you've been feeling like shit, you've been feeling like not yourself or whatever, go in and talk to them.
Maybe you feel good and you want to go from good to great.
Yeah, maybe you feel great, but your libido's low. Maybe you need hormone replacement therapy. They also do that there.
Maybe you got a sad trombone. They're going to help.
Yep, maybe.
We got to get some blood work done. I want to find out if I'm part vampire. I think there's a chance.
Yeah, I think I'm made of something a little different than everybody else.
Built different.
Yeah, I think so. I think I thought I had this healing factor.
Tell me, like Wolverine?
Yeah, I just feel like I heal faster. I've never broken any bones.
I've never broken anything significant.
What have you broken?
I've had some like small fractures. Like, can you see my middle finger?
Oh yeah.
I definitely broke this finger.
Yeah.
And it never healed. But because I was just like, well,
how'd you break it?
I punched a clown when I was 11 years old. at no, I didn't. It was from playing basketball. It was from playing basketball. But the craziest thing, on my other hand, I got my finger trapped in a car door when I was in 8th grade, and it was like the day of a big basketball showcase, and it happened on my left hand. I'm left-handed, so I was like, oh fuck. So I had this shit. I didn't like go talk to anyone. Like I could see the bone in my finger, and dude, I just kept wrapping it the whole day, like being like, please God, like I gotta play in this showcase.
Yeah.
And I show up to the game, and dude, like my hand is like a balloon, and it looks like I've got like the hamburger helper hand.
Yeah, it's a cool hand.
It's a very cool hand. But it's not conducive to playing basketball, and I had to miss the showcase.
You had to miss the showcase?
I did.
How'd the team do?
Who fucking cares? I didn't care. I didn't pay attention. My dreams were shattered. All right. Well, shout out to Oak Health Institute. We love everything that you guys did for us, and we look forward to coming back. Freddie, this is a good transition because I want to bring back one of our favorite segments, and it's what are you watching? Do we have a button? Do we have a button?
I don't know if we hold on. Let's see if we'll find it on the spot. Listeners, you're gonna help us find. Welcome to What You Watching.
Hey, Freddie, what you watching?
We got on the first try. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So we got to go see the new Marvel movie, The Eternals.
What did you think overall? Non-spoiler review. What did you think?
Yeah. So as a whole, I think the movie moved the set pieces in that universe forward.
Mm-hmm.
There's a post-credit scene that we won't spoil. That's like,
makes the whole thing worth it.
If you're a fan, makes it all worth it. Was it my favorite movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Absolutely not. Is it a top 10? Probably not.
No.
It was very ambitious.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it was a beautiful piece of shit. So it was beautifully shot. And they were dealing with a lot there. The story dragged on. They should have knocked it down to like 5 Eternals.
Yeah.
The CGI looked undone. It looked like it was still being rendered with some of the weapons and stuff.
Yep.
That was weird. Beautifully shot.
See, what was interesting is I didn't think it was beautifully shot, and it helped that we had a photographer with us who was like, no. Actually, like,
yeah,
it was very intentional why the director Chloe Zhao did that.
Yeah,
that was helpful. That made me change my mind. I changed my mind in real time. It was amazing.
Yeah. With the natural light, it was good. You don't really care about any of the characters. I think because I hate talking shit about people worked hard on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Blah blah blah. But like, I think this, if it's going to be a setup to a phenomenal. I could see the second movie being really, really good. And if we needed this kind of setup for that, then it'll probably be worth it. But it's not something that I'd rewatch unless I was going to be doing I'm rewatching the whole MCU just because I got to do it for the mission.
Yeah.
But it wasn't for me, man.
Now, let me ask you a question. One of the key selling points of this movie was like how diverse the cast was. Introducing, a black male gay character, a deaf woman, an Indian guy, an Asian woman.
Yeah.
Your traditional white guy.
Yeah.
What did you think about how they handled that?
That was cool. I thought it played well. I thought the deaf person doing the sign language, that all played well. The question I have, and I got this from, he was a guest on the Fred Talk podcast, my buddy Akil from the Bacchanal podcast. He said, what was Fastos doing during slavery? Like, what they didn't even mention that. They didn't even mention slavery. They had all these historical moments, but they didn't even touch on it, which I could see why not. That's a lot to try to be like, hey,
that's a heavy-handed subject to try and fit in to a movie that's already jam-packed.
Dude, but they could have had him.
Well, they kind of. Sorry, go ahead.
No, they could have had him like almost like help with the thing, or like help with the slave revolution in Haiti or something like that, because that's the only successful.
Here's the fucked up part. So Fastos was the guy who created all the technology.
Yeah.
So he was probably the one that like created all of the technologies that the slaves eventually used.
No, probably not.
100%.
He didn't create all the technology.
You think who's the dude who created the cotton gin?
So you think, all right, so you think he might have done it to make it easier? Like, all right, we're gonna.
Well, I think that was the only way that he could intervene, because like their whole thing was like, you can't interfere with what humans are doing on Earth unless it involves like the evil villains.
To me, it seemed like Fastos was like, are those deviants? No, okay, that's not me. I'm gonna keep clapping these man cheeks around the world,
dude. Maybe now I think it actually. All right, I think it actually speaks to just how insidious racism is, because even Fastos, an Eternal, one of the most powerful dudes in the universe, was too afraid to address slavery.
Yeah, he was too uncomfortable. He was in the suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, I think it is great to see increased representation in films. Like for me, for me, I mean, I'm a white dude, right? So I don't have to look very, very far to find someone who looks like me. Top 6 bodies in Raleigh. On screen.
Southeast downtown Raleigh.
You know what I'm saying? Southeast, built different. But Black Panther was not Black Panther. Blade was like the first time that there was really like a pop culture black superhero. Like not that many people saw Meteor Man, no matter how great that movie was.
Yeah.
And then like you have Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman.
I'll tell you my personal experience with representation, because a lot of people will say, well, it doesn't even fucking matter. A good character is a good character, this, and that. But Mighty Ducks 2, I was because of Mighty Ducks 1, I like loved hockey. I was like, I want to play hockey. Could never do it. But when Mighty Ducks 2, when they went into the hood, I was like, oh shit, I could fucking play hockey. And then my parents went out and got me like a street hockey thing.
Dude, we like the same thing.
Yeah, dude. You were trying to hit that knuckle puck, dude.
Did you have like a neighborhood gang of kids who would all get together and play?
No, it would stay, because we lived in an apartment. It would stay in Long Island. So whenever I went to go visit my grandma, my grandmother bought it for us. So whenever I went over there,
got it.
Only played with it like twice.
Sure. Yeah, dude. We were both growing up during that time. Like, oh, you're going to play street hockey in D2? Well, guess who's playing street hockey in real life?
Yeah, hell yeah. Street hockey was like so cool. Like,
it was the coolest.
Yeah.
It was the coolest. So go back to it. D2 and representation.
Yeah. So it just made me feel like, oh shit. I can't, it's not just white kids playing hockey. So, and that was a real feeling. I thought about it the other day. I was like, oh shit, that like made me feel really good about liking hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who says representation doesn't matter, that just means like you're well represented and you're like, shut up, shut up minorities.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. That might be aggressive. Yeah, so whatever. But I think in a movie like this, where you're introducing so many diverse characters, there's a real delicate balance between like not being heavy-handed and making sure people get the point.
Yeah.
I think at times it was a little heavy-handed, but like it's hard to like be too harsh on that, because like, well, no one asked me to do it. I don't know if I could do it better. But they had a lot to cover. The theme in the movie was creation. Yeah.
So like, and then it was cool to see, like, there were a lot of moments that I really liked, and the moments where you see like, oh, they're like kind of like us. They're human. We're all fallible. We're all like, we all succumb to the condition of being a human. That was cool to see. If I had to find a positive for this, it would just be that if this is a setup for the second movie, because the mid credits, teaser or whatever is awesome too. I think it could do that. So I hope they give that same director a chance for the second movie as well.
I do too, and unfortunately, unfortunately this movie isn't going to get seen in like countries where they're anti-gay.
For
2 reasons. One, because they're anti-gay. And it also has Marvel's first sex scene, which I thought was,
I don't remember seeing a sex scene.
it was very PG. You know, you see the backs and you hear some sex sounds. And,
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you're going to do a sex scene with superheroes, like two superheroes, like let's make it a little bit more galactic, a little cosmic.
Yeah.
Go big or go home for your first one.
Yeah. Eternals have sex like just boring.
Yeah.
Like,
They had it like boring white people.
Yeah. Just leaves rustling.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was terrible. But I hope that dude, it's so crazy. They got review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes by people who are anti-gay.
Oh, really?
And hateful.
I'm surprised the Hoteps haven't jumped on Fastos being gay, because typically hyper like pro-black communities, they don't like.
What does Hotep mean?
Hotep is like the black dude that was like, we was kings. Like it's almost like
is it like the Black Israelites?
A step closer to the middle.
Okay.
Than black Israelites.
Okay. Those Black Israelites go hard in the paint.
But typically somewhere on the spectrum, and or for a good portion of like the black community, they don't like when you like demasculize the black man. So take away his penis, put him in a dress, things like that. So him being gay is, I was waiting for uproar. I haven't heard anything yet. So
I mean,
or not uproar, people just being like, what the fuck?
No, for sure. I mean, I'm sure it's rooted in like centuries of racism and slavery and the, demasculization of black men. But like, just as there, whatever percentage of gay people that are white or Asian or Indian, like the same percentage is going to be black. And like, I think that's one of the things in like all communities, no matter what your color is, but it sounds like in particular, the black community, like there needs to be like, hopefully movies like this encourage there to be dialogue, right?
Yeah.
So like if you have like a badass like Fastos who's like saving the day.
He was great. Yeah.
He was great.
He was fucking awesome.
Like if you have a badass like that who also happens to be gay, like hopefully that's like if there's a gay black kid sitting in the theater watching that, they're like, holy shit, I can be a superhero, right?
Yep.
Like, that may not be for kids, but like Omar from The Wire, he was a gay black man who wielded a shotgun and robbed drug dealers. And like, that was one of the most badass characters in TV history. Now, I'm not saying for black kids to be sitting at home watching The Wire and getting a shotgun and wearing like a trench coat.
Yeah.
That's not what
just
we
going out
encourage
sucking
here.
dicks. We're not saying that.
No, that's not what we're saying. But, don't
Think
knock it
about
until you try it. Yeah, but dude, they review bombed Rotten Tomatoes, and then like there's like the counter that comes after it. It's just I don't know if enough people saw it to get a conversation going, but it's out there now.
Yeah, I would say go watch it, just because I have seen a lot of reviews, like just on, I hang out in the comments. A lot of people said, a good amount of people said they like it more, a lot more people than I thought would. Now that could be different things. Some people are just, they're tribal about Disney, and they don't want, there's some weird war between Marvel movies and DC movies, and that's stupid. We should want all the comic books to do well.
Agreed.
Like all those comic book movies, so they keep making more of them. These are becoming like actual good movies with relevant themes and all that. Like, and
A-list actors, like Academy Award winners. Yeah,
they're doing a good job. Just as a person that reads the comic books and all that,
yeah,
I think that they're doing a good job. Don't know where I'm going with this now.
Well, I think it's a good transition. Speaking of people who have gotten review bomb lately, have you been following?
The people that just love Marvel, they're just going to say it's good because it's Marvel. That's the point I was trying to make.
Cool, man. That was a nice bow on that package. All right. So have you been following this Aaron Rodgers story?
I know he lied to people about his Vax card, but lied in a way that's like the way a boyfriend lies when he cheats. Like, his girlfriend's like, did you fuck anybody? and like he got head, so he's like, nah, I didn't fuck anybody.
Yeah. That's actually a wonderful way to explain it. So for those who don't know, Aaron Rodgers, the reigning defending MVP of the NFL, he got COVID, had to miss a game, and because of like the way that they were handling the announcement of him getting COVID, it was very clear that he was an unvaccinated player based on like the NFL's protocols. And then there was like this interview that he did in August where he said, when someone asked him point blank, were you vaccinated? And he said, I was immunized. Dude,
he's technically right
now,
but not actually.
No, he's technically wrong and not actually. So the CDC definition of immunized is someone who has received a vaccination for a certain thing.
Yeah, but he's using the lingo from his wife's woo-woo circle where they immunize you with like, here's fucking
crystals.
Here's his poop on a
sage.
Crystal, and this bacteria is gonna fucking
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
now you've been immunized with fecal matter, but it's been on the crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
Then he'll get sick from E. coli and he'll puke, and they'll be like, he's purging. It's like, no, bitch, he got a bacterial infection.
He ate shit. He literally ate shit.
Yeah. Just because it's on an amethyst crystal don't mean that it's gonna do something.
An amethyst crystal.
Fucking Brittany with her goddamn amethyst crystals.
Every time. Apparently his fiance or wife, I don't know. I don't really care.
Hottie, probably.
She's an actress named Shailene Woodley.
Okay, so she's a little crazy.
That is a crazy person's name. But apparently how they met is they have a shared astrologer.
Ooh.
But like, it's one of those astrologers that's also like touts themselves as like a medium or a psychic.
Dude, yeah,
I've been to one. Have you ever been to one of those?
No.
I have. And it was, I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but
I close.
Well, I'm not. I'm definitely not top six. But I'm smart enough to know when someone's bullshitting me, and I have a good bullshit meter and like ability to read people. And I just knew that like this person that I met with was just like trying to get context clues from me to like craft a narrative that was very easy. And like, she told me nothing. Nothing. It was nothing.
Sounds like you weren't letting her do her thing.
No. I absolutely was letting her
really?
do her
Okay.
thing.
All right.
Yeah. But I wasn't like, I think like there's a difference. Obviously there's a difference between that, like seeing a mystic or whatever, and a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Like a therapist will let you talk, right? And that's how they figure out like what you're gonna work on in that particular session or long term. Like a medium person, a mystic, should be like giving you prompts, like, "Hey, why did you come here? Okay, now tell me more about that."
Yeah.
Like, it was just very like, she was just waiting for me to give up information so she could craft her story. And so like, I didn't want to just give.
She didn't ask questions?
Not like very interesting ones.
Oh.
So I think so whatever. So that's how they met. But that's a nice little racket. If you're like this Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley's astrologer, you can be like, you can monetize like setting celebrities up on dates and shit.
100%.
Right?
Yeah. More people are believing way hard in that stuff, which is fine. Like I had an aunt that used to make a living every day. She would get like, she was like a medium. She would get possessed by a main spirit, but then talk to people.
Yeah.
And the shit was packed, bro. She was selling tickets.
I believe it. Like so I'm not saying like astrology is worthless or anything like that, but just don't make it your whole thing.
It definitely should be like supplemental, like have fun with it.
Make it one of the arrows in your quiver.
Here's my thing with astrology, why I don't completely disregard it, because I can't, like, everything's connected, and I don't know, I feel like maybe where planets are kind of do have something I don't know.
So like when you look at, so I'm a Scorpio and we're in Scorpio season right now.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, all I know is that this seems to be everyone's favorite time of year because the weather changes. You get that nice fall weather, holiday season starts. It's just a good fucking time to be alive, man.
Okay.
And it's Scorpio season, and Scorpios get a bad rap. They're emotional. They're this. They're passionate. They're this.
Yeah.
And obviously,
they take the condom off in the middle of sex without permission.
We've been known.
Yeah.
We've been known. Yeah. And we might slap it back on.
Stealthing.
We might slap it back on at the end.
Stealthing season.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. So like there's definitely something there, but it's not everything, right? It's like you're a Doctor Strange fan. Remember where he's like, have you ever seen the X-ray? And that's like one part of like the whole thing.
The map of the body.
That's
and then
right.
There's like a map of the soul. Yeah.
That's right. So like I'm sure all of that is a part of it, but just don't put all your eggs in one particular basket.
Yeah, I understand the trans thing too, especially Eternals. That character, I think she represented a trans person, and that was good.
Wait, we're back on Eternals?
Sorry, the one character, Sprite, the little kid.
Oh yeah, the little one.
That was a very like, because it's so true. It's like why not just make her like the rest of them? If they, if they were, up. It was crazy. Because I identify as the master of the mystic art, so I understand that.
Well, Aaron Rodgers definitely tried to pull some mystic arts on everyone. Here's something though that I noticed. So obviously, people who are pro Aaron Rodgers in this situation are like pushing back on, they're like freedom, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
But I noticed that like people aren't sharing their own opinions anymore. They're sharing other people's opinions of things. So I had two things happen. When Chappelle dropped his special, I was having a conversation with a friend who was clearly just regurgitating points from an article that was calling for Chappelle to be canceled.
Oh, what were they saying?
They're just like he's transphobic, he's this, Netflix should remove the schedule. And so my friend was just regurgitating the points, and I stopped him and I was like, hey, did you even watch the special? He was like, well, no, I didn't watch it yet, but I read these articles. And I was like, well, why do you have to have an opinion? Like, why do you have to have an opinion on this? You haven't seen it. Go watch it or don't watch it. Yeah. So like, if you go watch it, then you form your opinion.
Yeah.
You don't need to have an opinion on it. If you don't want to have an opinion, don't watch it. If it's not for you, because you've read this article that says it's this, then don't watch it. If that's enough for you to say, hey, I don't want to watch it, you just don't have to have an opinion. And what I saw was happen with Chappelle is the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Is like people were just sharing the opinions that were promoting Aaron Rodgers. So it's like it's the opposite, right? Like these people were calling to cancel Dave Chappelle, and then a lot of people were promoting like, don't cancel Aaron Rodgers because this aligns with my beliefs. But they didn't watch the interview that he did.
Yeah.
And like they were just pushing other people's opinions instead of their own.
It's an epidemic, yeah.
Or just not having an opinion.
Yeah.
Now we're saying this, on a podcast where we share our opinions, where like, other than our title sponsor, Oak Health Institute, the people are knocking, no one needs to hear our opinions, is what I'm saying. But like, it's
people ask me for my opinions.
No, people do too.
Yeah,
people do too.
We bring some good perspective.
But you know what I mean. What I mean. It's like, everyone's got two things now. They've got an asshole and a podcast.
That's true, yeah. But most podcasts, just like many assholes, are very bad.
Yeah, that's
true. They're not maintained.
Yeah, they're leaky.
Yeah, they're tight.
Not often bleached and clean.
Yeah, they don't even do anal. Like this podcast does anal.
Yeah, yeah. We're a full anal podcast.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Every episode is anal, so figure it out.
Yeah, either dive deep or don't.
Yep.
Yeah. So
we eat ass too. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, man. Yeah. Unless it's off of crystal, and then
I would. I mean, there has to be a crystal butt plug, right?
There could be oh yeah, for sure.
That's
now,
how you fucking
we
charge
should
up.
run we should run a service that does like fecal matter tests so that people can go out and healthily eat ass in public, out in the public, not like necessarily like on display in their homes.
Oh, so you can you put the Q-tip, then you put it in the reagent, and then if it turns red, it's like nah. But if it turns green, it's like, come here, baby girl, let me fucking.
Just like that. So what's interesting about Aaron Rodgers, other than eating ass, is how when you compare him to what Kyrie Irving went through. Like we talked about Kyrie a couple episodes ago, and I want to actually want to apologize to Kyrie Irving. This is a public apology to Kyrie Irving.
Hold on.
Well, that's the birds of retraction.
The same thing, right?
Birds of retraction, baby.
Yeah.
I am retracting. I am officially apologizing and retracting some of my feelings about Kyrie Irving, because compared to Aaron Rodgers, Kyrie Irving seems like an incredibly principled person.
Okay. And I just want to say that I said that on the day we covered it.
You did.
Yeah. You did. Dude, I'm telling you.
Hey, listen, one of the things that people come to know about me is that I want to live forever.
Yep.
Or I think I'm going to live forever.
Yep.
Top 6 bodies in Raleigh.
Yep.
And I'll change my opinion.
That's why this button was created by Greg Perlman.
It was.
That's actually Greg doing the bird sounds.
Yeah. We actually hired Young Jeezy to do those because he's an ass eater as well. So Kyrie Irving, he's not trying to skirt around rules. Nope. He's not using confusing language or being misleading. He said, dude, it's not what I want right now, and I am willing to sit out and abide by the rules if resolution doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And you got to respect that when compared to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers lied. You don't want to lie,
It's just a bad look, because eventually you get caught like he did. And not only does it implicate him, now it implicates the team, the NFL, his teammates. Now you have discussions like now you give the media an easy entry to start talking about race and comparing him to Kyrie and like how they're handled in the media like that.
How the hell does that become racial?
Well, Aaron Rodgers is the, white star quarterback, methodical guy, has up until this season had some mystery about him, whereas Kyrie is very open with a lot of things. And there's just, whether you like it or not, there is just different treatment by the media of certain types of number one, certain types of athletes, but also athletes of different races.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
And so it was very interesting to see like the immediate reaction to Kyrie was like, fuck this guy, this flat earther, like selfish. And I probably did a little bit. For me, I was doing it coming as a fan because I want to see him play. I love watching him play. But it's just interesting, man. It's just like, one of the things that, so he definitely lied, and this says nothing. Like I'm really not judging him for not being vaccinated. Like if some of the reasons that he gave were true, like cool. But he lied, and it's just never going to work out in your favor when you do that.
I like that he lied. It kind of just mixes things up. To me, he was just kind of like a goody two-shoes motherfucker. This shows that Aaron Rodgers has some edge, and I think Green Bay Packer fans should be very, very proud that he lied at this level.
Yeah, but now he can't, now he's out. He missed a game. They got trounced.
Really?
Yeah, they got trounced.
Probably. Damn.
I'll tell you what, though, that the replacement quarterback has one of the coolest. His name is Jordan. I think it's Jordan Love.
Oh, that's
if
cool,
you have the last name Love.
Yeah,
you're gonna be a starting quarterback at some point in the NFL, or like a a comedian, a lounge singer.
Yep, it'd be weird to have the last name Love and erectile dysfunction. Like you're like,
hi, my name's Jeff. Erectile function, Love. I'm a dentist.
Erectile function.
It would be weird. It would be weird if you could start throwing. No, this would actually be awesome. So this might be a pitch that we could do for Oak Health Institute, but like, throwing some sort of party or get together for folks who are experiencing erectile dysfunction.
Like an orgy?
You could throw a function for them, an erectile
function. Yeah.
Yeah.
Erectile dysfunction.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Look at that, dude. Wordplay is on. We're on with it.
Yeah. You could have like little bowls of ED pills around. You get it sponsored by like Hims.
Yeah. You can have people walking around dressed like in Matrix outfits, handing out red or blue pill.
Wow.
Blue pill gets you hard.
What does the red pill do?
Clears your sinuses.
That's important,
Sudafed.
dude.
So it's either Sudafed or erectile dysfunction pill.
I like
either way, you're having a good night.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you could slip in a little Ambien. Who knows? I don't know. Sudafed.
No, then
Sudafed
people start forgetting. Yeah, people start forgetting.
Forget I said that.
You ever take I had friends that used to take an Ambien and then go do errands and see how much they remember afterwards.
So I've heard I've only taken Ambien once, and I was legitimately trying to go to sleep, and I wasn't trying to like stay up. And did they, but I've heard that if you stay up on it, you'll start to trip.
Yep.
Did they trip?
You just like forget. Yeah. Yeah. One dude wore short shorts with no underwear under. He took a picture and you could see his balls in the picture.
What do you mean? He took a picture?
Yeah. He was like sitting on a couch. He was like sitting on a couch with some friends and somebody took a picture of him.
Oh,
and you saw like his head and balls in the picture. That's like my Ambien memory.
Wow.
Was seeing that picture and just dying laughing.
Wow. That's incredible. Well, I don't think Oak Health Institute promotes Ambien in their IV therapies.
No.
We could talk to them.
One day we'll get the Ambien and fentanyl package.
All right. Well, I guess most likely what's going to happen to Aaron Rodgers is maybe a fine. Maybe a slap on the wrist. I don't, it would shock me if a league like the NFL is going to punish their star player.
And I think talented people should get more privileges. So he'll be back on the field in 2 weeks.
You think 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And you do think talented people should get more privileges?
No, not really. I was just being stupid.
I could get into that though.
Right. I mean, it's a meritocracy in a way.
I mean, they kind of get, they get hooked up at restaurants. They get sent free clothes. They probably get discounts on hotels.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with that stuff happening to me.
Yeah.
I'm all good with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hanging out with this dude, this white dude, and we both had the same phone service, and he had no service and I had service. And he was like, what the fuck? We have the same service. And I was like, oh, it's reparations, man. He looked at me confused. I was like, yeah, they just give us an extra couple bars whenever we're around you guys.
You're like, I'm actually a touring feature act now, so we get special service.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking. He was like, he thought it was like, he's like, what? Like, I'm joking.
That's so funny, man. That's so funny.
That's what reparations should be. It should be like just slight little like that. That's like if we're hanging out, I have 2 more bars. Yeah.
I like that. That's a good reparation. That's a subtle, but see, and maybe that's a part of the infrastructure plan that Biden just passed. Maybe there's a broadband component.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a broadband component for rural areas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got to get internet to people. We got to get service to people.
I can't wait. There's going to be those Google balloons that are up in the air, fucking just giving people Wi-Fi.
See, that's going to fuel. All right, this is a transition, baby, because that's going to fuel the conspiracy theorists who think, unfortunately, that Jews control the weather. Have you heard about this? This QAnon, this anti-Semitic QAnon guy who was just down in Dallas.
What's his name?
So his name is Michael Brian Protzman, but he's known, in the QAnon parts of the internet as Negative 48. He's like a pretty classic anti-Semite. Weird word to put right in front of anti-Semite. But he claims, one of his claims is that an O type blood is part of like Jesus Christ bloodline, and that the New World Order are using COVID swabs to identify and hunt down that bloodline.
Ooh, man, these conspiracy people, they get exhausting.
It's exhausting. So this was nuts. So they, this guy and, you know, however many of his followers went down to where JFK got shot in Dallas because they thought that JFK Jr.
was coming back,
was
right?
coming back.
What the fuck?
It was coming back. Guess what happened?
He came back?
Yeah.
Oh shit, what was he wearing?
Dude, he had on Gucci slippers.
Oh shit, he was like modern.
He had an Adidas tracksuit on
with a Supreme t-shirt under it. I saw it too.
Gold chain.
Yeah.
Run DMC hat, and he was in blackface.
That and he's like, ask not what your country can do for you. But Plymouth Rock landed on us.
He just started doing Malcolm X speeches.
Just the weirdest thing. And then he disappeared back into his portal.
Yeah, well, newsflash, spoiler alert, he did not come back.
Nope, sorry guys. I know JFK wearing Supreme and an Adidas tracksuit doing blackface quoting Malcolm X made you super excited, but that didn't happen.
But give it time, because these people are they just move the goalposts every time. There were two components, or probably a lot of components, but they said that JFK Jr. would come back, I think, on a Tuesday morning. And then the next Wednesday night at 9 p.m., Donald Trump was going to be back in the White House and like doing an address, neither of which happened.
I think they said JFK is going to come back at a Tuesday morning, the store, the place where you can get like discount, like linens and stuff like that. I think that's what they meant. Yeah.
So they're actually, so these QAnon people could be right. They're just they just don't have access to like Google Maps.
A lot of QAnon people are home decor people too.
Interesting.
Those two things overlap a lot.
Now, when we say home decor, are we talking like, you know, they've got artwork on their wall that says like bless, love, live, laugh, stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay. So they're not doing like fire interior design. It's very like
corporate. Yeah. Corporate interior design.
I mean, there's something there, right? I mean, I think if I was a member of QAnon, I think it'd be pretty easy to start an interior decorating business.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think most people that are in QAnon, I bet you there's a good amount that got some disposable income.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you're taking trips,
you think Capitol, a lot of them though?
No.
I don't either.
No, probably not.
I don't either. I bet there's a bunch at the top who are like the puppet masters who are manipulating all of these poor people.
Trickle down QAnon.
It's the only place that trickle down works.
Yep. I could see that.
Except they're not giving you trickling down money. They're just trickling down hatred towards Jews, blacks, Muslims, Mexicans, Asian people, science.
But if you're like a bigot, that sounds like a good time.
Dude, I mean, it's the Kentucky Derby of bigotry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like going to the NC State Fair for bigotry and hatred.
I like that. I usually go for the spinning thing.
Yeah, I mean, I go to do that basketball shot and win a big stuffed animal. And I love a turkey leg.
Yeah,
I love funnel cake, but a turkey leg.
Yep. I saw funnel fries, which I thought they're like ergonomically those were better. Like you don't have to be ripping off of a big cake.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does. I know somebody close to me that was in QAnon and backed out. Like, right. It was like
they got out.
Yeah. He actually, I thought this was super endearing. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, I was on QAnon message boards. I was fucking this and that. I was like, he's like, I was getting hype. And then I realized like, this is all just bullshit. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just not a good place to be. It's just not a good place to be. Not that like, and like, this is the unfortunate thing about conspiracy theories, and it like keeps people tangled in, is like there are some pieces that are rooted in what we would agree and call facts, but then there's the majority of it which like is unprovable and like will just put you in a tailspin forever. And so like that's where it's hard. Like, I'm so glad that person isn't completely lost.
No, they got out.
Because like enough people who fall into those traps get one thing that they hang on to and they never let go.
Yep. Bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah. It's like Aaron Rodgers and eating ass. He'll never let go.
He won't.
He won't.
But that's the guy you want to do it.
That's the guy who you want at least leading a 2-minute drill in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should, I mean, he's got his hands in the center's ass the entire game.
Yep.
You ever think he slipped in there?
Oh, he gets a whiff.
La la la. He gets a whiff. Well, do you think that Facebook changing its name to Meta is going to it's going to create this whole new atmosphere or company for changing discourse on online, or do you think it's just a corporate move?
No, they've gone crazy on, like, if you say bad words on Instagram now, they really stifle your shit. They're overcorrecting now for the turmoil they've caused.
Yeah, they've done some rancid shit.
What exactly have they done?
I mean, I think the ways in which they manipulate algorithms, they promote certain things,
Inflammatory things,
things
to get
like
people. Yeah, that's fucked
I mean,
up.
it's just messed up.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
messed up.
fucked up.
I miss the days. I miss the days where you open up the app and everything is in chronological order. You could scroll back to exactly when something launched. You could see it.
You can see everybody's stuff.
Dude, it's so wild. You know what it's like? It's like that scene in one of the X-Men movies where Professor X uses Cerebro.
Yeah.
And he's able to see all of the mutants around the globe.
Yeah.
That's what the internet's like now, scrolling social media feeds.
It's like Cerebho, because like you just know where all
Cerebho and bro
local singles, you can see where they're at.
Yeah.
Tinder,
share
Backpage.
feed.
Is Backpage.com still a thing?
I never knew. I don't even know what it was.
That's where you can get local whores.
Really?
Yeah, people go on and it's like, hey, we go out for like a night. It's like an escort thing, but people were fucking.
I had a dude that I lived with in DC that was he was super into that. He was super into rub and tugs, but he was also into going on like Craigslist and finding married couples where the dude like wanted to be a cuckold.
Oh, this guy's living his life then.
Yeah, I mean, he had some problems with like, sex and drug and alcohol addiction, so I don't think it was very healthy for him.
Okay.
But boy, he was in it, and you would hear some of these stories, and you're just like, oh my God, how much money are you spending on this?
Oh shit!
Like he was very, very, very wealthy, and I mean, literally, like he would sneak out and he would go. I mean, he was probably spending anywhere from $500 to $1,000 like every 2 days.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like legit. Like spending like 20 grand a month on these things.
On this world.
Yeah.
This underworld.
Crazy. Dude, if I had at the time I had very little money. And like I was like, dude, I'm thinking about whether or not I'm gonna buy like the pineapple berry strawberry mix from Whole Foods or just like keep it on the shelf because like it's too much.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go have a girl jerk me off for like $500.
This guy's using a different playbook.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'll look at your dick for like if you buy me that those pineapples.
Oh, he would pay people for that?
I mean, maybe.
Wow.
I never broached it with him, but I thought about it.
He's living on the edge.
I was like, damn. I was like, man, what would I do to have him like? What would I do to have him buy me like a full grocery run from Whole Foods? Because I was like going like, I wasn't like living meal to meal or anything, but I was like planning things meal to meal. So I'd like go get like a cup of chili or like a bowl of chili from like the Whole Foods hot bar. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think I want to like push the limits of what I would do. I don't want to become a prostitute for groceries, but I thought about it.
I would fuck for food. Alex Jones says that in the future we will be fucking for food.
Prostitution for food?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's only gonna happen because Facebook is creating this metaverse thing.
Oh, dude, people are gonna be fucking in that metaverse. Yeah.
This is it. This is like all. Do we not see the warning signs as a society when we see movies like, Demolition Man, Johnny Mnemonic, Blade Runner, The Matrix, like things like that, where like you see like weird scenes or Minority Report, where like Tom Cruise's character goes to like this like whorehouse that's all like virtual. So everyone's like wearing virtual reality glasses and they're like cheating on their significant others or like they're doing weird shit in virtual reality, but they could be arrested for it. That's where this is all heading.
Yeah.
Why do we want this?
Because it's the new thing. We're getting bored.
I know. And you know what? The sad thing is it's going to contribute to me being able to live forever or my consciousness to preserve. So I think I just have to accept it.
Yeah. There's a cost to everything.
I know.
Even hookers.
Even eating ass. You get E. coli.
Yep.
God damn it.
I like how you said it like a Ricola, like a cough drop.
E. coli.
E. coli.
E. coli. He's also the... Never mind. Well...
Greg's white and can't say anything.
I'm censoring. Hey, speaking of white guys who can't say anything, so we got Aaron Rodgers, we got me, and your boy Chris Pratt.
Love Chris Pratt.
Now, do you like Chris Pratt the person or Chris Pratt the actor or both?
I think both, right? Chris Pratt slammed. Hold on, let's get this.
Well, all right. So Chris Pratt, I first discovered I discovered him. I first saw Chris Pratt. I discovered him. I went to the Iowa State Fair and Chris Pratt was carving a butter sculpture. And I said, wow, this guy has the look. I go up and talk to him. I say, hey, Chris, I'm really loving what you're doing with this butter carving that you did. It looks like it's of Jesus. I know you're a big man of faith.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to Hollywood? And that's when I signed Chris Pratt as my first client as an agent. And I took him to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Chris, I'm going to start you off. I'm going to get you fat, right? I'm going to beefing you up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put you in Parks and Rec. But I've got a long-term vision that includes you going into action movies, being in a Jurassic Park reboot, being in a Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel. But I'm going to ask you to make a really cringeworthy post about your new wife and child after you've gotten divorced. And guess what? He did it.
Wow. So what actually happened here?
He put up a post on it. For those of you wondering, I did not discover Chris Pratt at the Iowa State Fair carving butter sculptures of Jesus. Sorry. Okay, I embellished a little bit.
You get going sometimes.
It was a carving of my body, actually, not Jesus. Look like Jesus. But
Top six.
So Chris Pratt put out a birthday post 6 weeks early to his wife that like had a weird comment in there about his new healthy daughter. Now Chris Pratt also has a 9-year-old son who like went through some pretty significant trauma as a newborn. He was born, I think 3 pounds.
With the new lady?
No, with his first wife, Anna Faris, the actress.
Yeah.
They had a son, and he went through complications at birth, including being born prematurely.
Wow.
And he has had some like sustained health issues. So people got on Chris Pratt because he made this comment about having like a new healthy kid. And so people thought it was very insensitive to his ex-wife and his first child. That's
bullshit. That because everybody, when they have a healthy kid, this is what they say. Hey, we're have a happy and healthy kid. Like it
would be really weird if he was like, hey, I just want to shout out my happy and healthy kid and also my happy and not so healthy kid. That would be weird.
That would have been weird. Yeah,
that would have been weird.
Yeah, this is
now an easy fix, and like this is why I think people love to jump on these types of things because Chris Pratt wasn't thinking about the negative reaction that this post might have caused.
There is no, they found something. This isn't even real.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
8 out of 10 new pregnancy posts that are like when their kid's healthy, they're happy about that. Especially if you already went through it with another kid, then you're even more grateful that you don't have to go through it with the new kid.
The only thing that he could have done to improve this, and I think I agree with you. I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
The only thing that he could have done, if he is such a man of faith in Christ and all that, he could say, I'm so blessed, for my happy, healthy daughter and all of my children.
Yeah.
Now that takes it that takes away from the sentiment of the post. It's about the wife and but if it's going to be about, it is a little cringeworthy to make it all about like his wife, like, being, she gave me all these things. She gave me a daughter and she blah, blah. I don't know. That's weird.
I think, isn't that the sentiment though? Like I
don't know.
Women are creating life. They got,
but it's weird to like, I don't know. I guess it's not weird. It's weird for someone like me who doesn't have like Christianity pumping through the veins like that. So it is. So like for me, I don't get bothered or upset by it because it's just, I guarantee he didn't think about it.
Not at all.
But that is the price you pay as a celebrity.
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
Like you might get great cell phone bars, you might get 2 extra bars, but people might shit on you in the comments.
Yeah, they're gonna nitpick something that's normal and make it seem like it's salacious when it's not. This is just people hating on Chris Pratt because he's likely a Republican and he's religious. This is fucking.
Well, he's no Chris Evans.
No, he's no Chris Evans.
He's Chris Evans
with the Denzel shuffle. Yeah, you're comparing 2 beautiful universes there.
I agree.
Let's go to the Jeff Bezos.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
we're going to put this on Leonardo DiCaprio.
This is some event that happened in LA over the weekend where Leonardo DiCaprio, Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos' girlfriend were in the same room. Now let's just watch this.
He's already mad. He has to look up.
Dude.
Look at that. Watch it again.
Jeff Bezos looks so salty. First off, Leonardo DiCaprio is either 7 feet tall or Jeff Bezos is the size of mini-me.
I think he's on a platform because look, his girl steps up onto something at the end.
So this is Jeff Bezos' 24-year-old girlfriend. Here's the deal. I don't care how much money you have. Oh, this is interesting. Do you think Jeff Bezos is so secure that he's so secure in like his manhood, his money, everything, his status in the world, that he doesn't give a fuck that his 24-year-old girlfriend, who's obviously like going to be attracted to Leonardo DiCaprio like every other human being on this planet, like he's a dime piece. Let's be honest.
From the body language, he didn't look insecure to me. It looked like he
looks a little swaggy, secure.
Yeah, he does. And then he made a joke.
Well, hold on. We'll get to the joke. We'll get to the joke. But I mean, you've got to be so secure to introduce your young girlfriend to Leonardo DiCaprio.
100%.
Because he's a known hound. He's a known hound.
He's a consummate coxman.
He's a coxman.
Yeah.
Like if they were going to make a movie called The Coxman, it would be starring Leon. Like it's the sequel to The Revenant, The Coxman.
Him, Derek Jeter.
Oh, Derek Jeter's an all-timer. All-timer.
They're
Tiger Woods, probably.
Yeah, Tiger Woods messy though. He's messy.
Did he get caught? Is that it?
Leo and Derek Jeter are not messy.
That's true.
They're almost like, they're like, they seem to be doing it honestly. So everyone's like, yeah, they're fucking, that's just their thing.
Yep. Well, this 24-year-old, I mean, clearly, she is fawning all over him, just like I would.
Yeah,
I would. What's your favorite Leo movie?
I will say the Titanic, but also like Jeff Bezos is smart because I would do the same. I would put any girl, the test for you to be like my life partner, if we're going to be doing this thing together, blah, blah, blah. Like if you're going to leave me or change up the energy because of some more high status dude comes, then you belong to the streets. You ain't for me. So maybe if Jeff Bezos, he already went through a divorce too. So learn, I feel like you learn a lot through that. He's probably like, hey, I'm gonna see the signs early on. Go ahead and hang out with Leo.
It's actually a power play by Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Do we have a clapping? Let's do some clapping for Jeff Bezos. Now, what makes it even better is that obviously the internet went wild.
Oh yeah,
they went wild.
They loved it.
Dude, say what you will about Jeff Bezos, the Amazon business owner, but Jeff Bezos, the clapback.
Oh, the clapback was great. I don't have the picture here, but he posted a sign.
So Jeff Bezos posted a sign. Let's see if we can pull
Maybe
it up.
it's probably actually in here.
So he put up a post on his Twitter that said it was Jeff Bezos in front of a danger steep cliff fatal drop sign.
It's like a hiking trail type shit.
It's like one of the hundreds and dozens of acres he's stolen from the Hawaiians, I would imagine. But it says, Leo, come over here. I want to show you something. So insinuating that he was going to throw Leo off a cliff.
I love that,
dude. It's a baller move.
I like that.
A baller move. His cowboy hat, space cowboy shtick is a little. It ain't for me.
Think about it. He's robotic. Maybe he's like kind of socially AI learning in a way of like, all right, I fucked up. My spaceship was shaped like a dick.
My spaceship was shaped like erectile function.
I have a villain laugh.
Yeah.
Like, he took some L's socially. Maybe now he's learning. Maybe this is a new Jeff Bezos.
I mean, if Jeff Bezos leaning into, meme culture.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
It's the last step in the process.
There's literally, it's his final transformation.
Amazon's going to take over the meme game. And that's when the end of humanity will ensue.
Not me, baby. My consciousness is going to live forever. And that's been episode 21 of World Local News. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, at World Local News. You can find me at G Perlman, at Greg Perlman. Freddie, where can they find you?
Find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Freddy Valoy.
Bye.
Bye.